Um, Probably just gonna get right into it. But again, playing Blueprints some more. I've had a pretty lucky run so far. Looking forward to exploring more about this game. So yeah, here we go. A little bit tired today, so please forgive me if I'm a lower energy today. Um, I also turned the threshold down a little bit on my mic. Hopefully that deals with some of the echo, because it annoys me every time I have to watch one of my streams back. So, if anyone who's more technologically, or more specifically sound savvy than I am, would have suggestions, I'd appreciate it. Okay. So I just got 70 additional steps. So I am considering the benefit of just going out to the outer room first. But I also kind of want to see what I need for this trip. So, let me get to my grid and make sure that I can get the missing letters that I have. I mean, guest bedroom right off the bat. Good start. Well, yeah, as long as I don't get the gym. And it would, I think I'm just gonna go for that. Get the 10, and then free gem. And this is Bridge and Bride. Bridge, Bride. So this is G, we suspected that. Still figuring out some of the secrets from last time. I think that is a good for this one. I mean, do I just sit here this time? Do I just watch the clock and be here when it gets to one of those times? It's a pretty boring stream, if we're being honest, but I just keep like, oh, I'll remember, I'll get there, I'll get back in time, and then I never do. So, I don't know, I'm considering it. All of these are okay. Commissary, it's not necessarily great to have this close to the bottom. So I think pantry is probably best for this corner. And again, here's bridge at, still trying to figure out why the bridge is significant here. West Wing Hall's okay. Closet's not the worst. If the den doesn't pan out, it is pretty bad. So I might just West Wing Hall to be safe. I will eat the apple. Just checking to see that I'm not forgetting anything. Plain plan. I mean, that's not bad. Not bad at all. That's pretty good. I mean, I'll be real. If no one is currently watching my stream, then I probably just gotta sit here and wait and see. I suspect it has something to do with this big, huge clock here, when it reaches that time, rather than the little clocks. But it could have something. It could be the grandfather clock. It could be that this opens because that looks like a tray of some kind, but it also doesn't look interactable. It'd be really embarrassing if there was a way to flip this over and I never found it. But Dark Stair. Yeah. Can go. Do I want? Yeah. As boring as it is, I'm just gonna sit here and make sure I don't miss the clock this time and see if there is something significant in this room when it reaches that time. But yeah, I just posted a short that I genuinely don't know how it's gonna go over, because with games like these, it's so easy to just clickbait things. So I tried to lean into that, because on the first time I played this game, I stumbled into finding a safe in a wall, and then randomly, as far as I can tell, randomly inputted the correct combination the first time. And then, yeah, it didn't really tell me anything specific that I needed to know, but it was a free gem every time I draft that room. So I'm curious if people will just be like, wow, this is so stupid, anyone could do this, this is fake, or if people are actually believe it, like, it's all on stream, I can't prove anything more than that. But yeah, like, this game has been really interesting. I'm on day 5, I think. Day 5. My brother, who has been playing this game consistently, if not perpetually, for the last, like, 2 weeks, is on day 50 something. And apparently I got a lot of the information that he's been getting only on his most recent runs in the high 50s or higher on my 3rd day. So I've been extremely lucky playing this game, and it feels really nice to be lucky in a puzzle game for once. But yeah, it's everything about this game is just so good. Like, even the textures, it's not like they're anything special, but it's like they look so good, and they make the house look just, it's a style, it's distinct, it's phenomenal. All the little things, there's a lot of swan motifs. There's obviously, it's like Mount Holly is the name of the manor, so there's a lot of Holly stuff, especially in like the stained glass bits. There's like all these little paintings are really good. I don't know, it's like, this is just one of those good games that someone who cares a lot made, and so it's a lot of fun. I'm having a great time playing this game. I wish I had more time to stream so I could play this game more consistently. And again, the drawn hands on the face of this clock are suspicious, and I've just barely missed being in this room every time that they've gone past, and so again, boring, but I'm just so interested. I keep peaking a little high, so I am gonna quickly fiddle with some of the audio. Put the threshold up just a little bit more. Hopefully that, I don't know. If the audio is bad, again, feel free to let me know. Because I don't want to blow people's eardrums out, but I also have a quiet voice that sometimes doesn't get picked up very well. Anyway. 10 minutes in game. I think that roughly equates to about a minute IRL. I haven't timed it per se, but it seems like every minute in game is roughly 5 seconds. I'm not one of the doomsayers who says that gaming is dead and that, like, creativity is lost, because these games exist. It's just cool to see them actually getting recognition, because there are a lot of games on Steam that are creative and innovative and phenomenal, but just don't get much attention. I first saw this because I also play Magic the Gathering, and my understanding is that the creator of one of the main websites that tracks new Magic the Gathering cards when they come out, one of the managers or the manager of the website, is responsible for the majority of the work on this game, and so it's also happy to see them doing well. Okay, that's the time. So there's probably something else that I need to do, but at least now I know that for sure. And so I'm not just constantly feeling left out. I think from here I am going to go try to continue up the West Wing Hall. Because the bedroom is, again, just a free room. I don't have green rooms yet. I think the Nook is probably a good call, because I don't want to use my gems too much yet. So I think I'm just going to go for the Nook and get a key. Been in here before, but just looking around to make sure I don't miss anything novel. Row and row. Parlor would be pretty bad. Commissary could be okay. I could do the spare green room. Because I have 4 coins, and so I might be able to buy something. I could probably buy a gem, for sure. I think I'm gonna go to the green room, though. Okay, so I have the lockpick here. All of these are bad at this point. So I think I'm gonna, especially because I'm gonna have to go up the east wing if I want to progress. I think I'm gonna get the lockpick from the coat check. Don't think I have anything else to return yet. Road and rod. Yep. I'm keeping my notes on a Google Doc, which is less immersive than having a pen and paper, and I do low-key wish I had a pen and paper, but unfortunately my handwriting is bad enough, especially with like fast shorthand kind of writing, that I don't trust that I would still be able to read it when the time comes. I got a sleep mask item, so I'm going to walk in here and get +5, which is not phenomenal value, but is still value. Observatory would be okay. I think I'm going to go parlor, though. Not a fan of this portrait. I low-key also hope that there's something I can do to this portrait at some point. Okay. There are 4 boxes in this room. Well, that's pretty likely false. There's only 1 box in this room. The gems are in the true box. Yeah, so that's pretty easy. These 2 are false, and this is true. Thank you for the free gems. Pin and pine. Yep. Courtyard could be good. Hallway probably. So I think I'm going to do the courtyard here. I have a plethora of gems, and hopefully I can get a sledgehammer. Because I have seen 2 of those, and they're both... yeah, they're a good find, to say the least. Green rooms do not cost gems to draft. That's pretty tempting. It cuts off the corner. Not that I need the corner by any means. But I also don't really want to draft the chapel and lose my coins. So I think I'm just going to take the terrace, because I don't think I've been to the terrace yet either. And yeah, we'll take some... No, I have been to the terrace. We'll take some coins. Okay, I think I'm going to take the commissary now. And this is lock and lock. Again, I had a suspicion that it was a C, but good to have the confirmation now. I still want to play Dirigiblocks. Still haven't figured out how to do that. They do have a sledgehammer and they do have a shovel. Both very big things. Compass is pretty good too. I'm gonna hold out for the sledgehammer though, because I got two. Two boxes that I can open. Security is good to see early on because it lets me know if I've missed things, which I think I have because I haven't seen much. Restate inventory. I missed a watering can. Okay, I don't know what that does, but probably we'll be able to find that. Keycard system. I want the offline mode to be unlocked, always. And then we need the breaker room before we want to... We need either the breaker room or the billiards room to get a key card before we want to. It'd be a gamble to set it to high. I don't think I'm going to yet. I think I'm going to keep it at medium. And then I have the password to the network. Okay, so I think if I log into those terminals, I'll be able to access information from the other ones. I need to get back to the office for that, I guess. And then... yeah, we have the date, which is important. Make sure that we can get a sledgehammer in the future. Yeah, okay. I think that's the bulk of what we can do here. Draft this room. I think we've got to go to the corridor just to continue exploring. I don't want to find that watering can, though. I'm gonna go back at least 2 rooms to see if it is sitting around here. There is a shovel spot. I don't see it out there, but... okay. Bit of a waste, but maybe I'll get it if I have to go all the way back. This is... and sand. Yep, okay. What have we got? So if we go for the veranda, I haven't been to the veranda before. If we go here, then that really is going to make it hard to backtrack. The best bet would be to find the garage and the breaker room to be able to get out that way. But I think... let's check it out. Again, more shovel spaces. A lot of shovel spaces. And a metal detector. 10 out of 10. Big fan. Lockpick set is so good. Both of these are good, I think. I think I'm gonna go dining room, though. let's go over. Okay. I don't have the 2 keys for the office. I've already drafted a couple of bedrooms, but I think I might go for the nursery. Or just go for the closet and get to it. No, I think I want the nursery. Let's see, anything specific in here? This is 3rd from the top. And the pictures are Plane and Pane, probably. P-A-N-E. So that's L. Coat and Coast. So that's probably an S. And I can't. Man, disappointing day. Okay. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else I can do, so I think I'm going to go for the closet, which might give me an item I want to check at the coat check the next day. Nope. Very disappointing run. This is 4th from the top. I have that. But that's okay. You win some, you lose some. I'm going to go buy the shovel and go check out what these spots all have. And then I'm going to go find the watering can and see what that does. An unremarkable rock. Good to know that can happen. Definitely not worth picking up, it seems. Again, just gonna check the inventory, see if there's anything. A lucky rabbit's foot. So we are actually gonna go back and see if we can find that. But obviously I don't know what it would look like. Ah. Great chance of finding items, it's good to know. An oversized turnip. Fair enough. I didn't think there were any spots out here, but... I have an extra key, so I'm just gonna open one of these, see if there's anything good. The key to the secret garden? Okay, that might be something. Okay, again, I'm gonna check for a watering can in these rooms. But I think I might know where the secret garden is, and it's outside. So I think I might go outside first in case I wanted to check the key to the secret garden. Because there are a couple of locked doors locked gates, I should say, out here that might... Oh, okay. I also didn't check out the apple orchard very much when I first opened it, which is probably a mistake. Oh. That's also a spicy meatball. Okay. Sundial. Presumably it's going to change at different times. And there's probably going to be some relevant reason to be out here at a specific time. Gardner's logbook, April 10th, 1992 to present day. When I first came on the estate in the capacity of the new groundskeeper, I was a little dismayed to find that my predecessor had kept no notes, no logbook, and no record of any kind regarding the various gardens and green rooms of the house under his care. As a result of this improvidence, in the first few months of my post, I suffered a number of embarrassing professional blunders that I believe could have been avoided with even a few scraps of imparting wisdom from the previous groundsman. To that end, I will make an effort to make some record of my dealings on the estate, inasmuch as it pertains to horticulture and general tomfoolery. Robert Nogula, groundskeeper. Among my commission duties, I've been tasked with the conservation and oversight of Mount Holly's alluring grounds. My domain stretches from gate to gate and encompasses the apple orchard, entrance drive, and east yard. Fortunately for my workload, the maintenance of the west grounds has not been a priority since Lady Epson's death and the ensuing closure of the west wing. Nevertheless, I take some pride in my work, so I still endeavor to brush the west path weekly, even if none but myself take notice. In addition to maintaining the grounds, there are 8 green rooms within the house that require some level of upkeep and light groundskeeping. The majority of these I discovered are only draftable on the perimeter of the house, along the east and west wings. The terrace, patio, veranda, morning room, greenhouse, and secret garden all fall within this category. Okay, so secret garden is a room. Good to know. One of the first tasks I undertook as groundkeeper was to conduct a survey of the various plots of soil underneath each slot on both the east and west wings of the house, and while I would have preferred a full survey of all 45 plots of the house, it was clear that the inconvenience such an undertaking would produce was in no way worth the extra data, especially considering the rooms that would benefit from the survey only ever appear in the wings. To quantify soil quality, I measured the soil's capacity to support crop growth and maximize the promise of high yields. The survey ended up taking 2 weeks due to some difficulty reaching the higher ranks, but the project was well worth the effort. As suspected, the room position has a direct relationship to the amount of fruit spread from gardens and the amount of flowers that can bloom in a greenhouse. Okay, so that's going to be important. I'm going to take a quick picture of this. That means I'm going to want to draft the greenhouse on one of these squares, likely. Mud pots. A few years ago, the Baron made the long overdue decision to switch from gas lighting to electrical power. The installation of the new system was a substantial undertaking, as almost every room in the house had to be equipped with new fixtures and wiring. Thankfully, these renovations did not extend beyond the mansion's interior, and all the lamps and equipment used outside of the house are still connected and powered by gas lighting, including but not limited to the orchard smudge pots. Smudge pots found among the apple trees here in the orchard are a critical necessity thanks to the cold temperatures and high altitude of the estate. These gas-burning stack heaters prevent frost and should be kept on during the winter months to ensure a daily yield of apples. When smudge pots are not in use, the orchard's gasoline should be turned off to conserve resources for the state's other gas-powered machinery and appliances. After a few months of idleness, I finally have a new cause to champion, and I have submitted a request for a change of scenery. Specifically, I would like to replace the statue of Orinda, currently in the cloister, with the much more appropriate angel, Rinna. After all, as beautiful as the statue is, shouldn't the greenery of Mount Holly be governed by the paragon of gardening? Though amused, I do not think Anne took the request too seriously, though she did humor me and listened to me rave and pontificate on the subject for the better part of our lunch yesterday. and she wonders why I avoid tending the cloister. Truth be told, I have forgotten how to access the inner garth, and I'm too scared of chastisement to probe for the particulars a third time. Okay, so that probably means there's something relevant about the angel with the garden hoe. And that's the end of that, so... Okay. Fair enough, Mr. Gardner. Thank you for your notes. I do wish I could eat these apples. Bird bath, hopefully that's not relevant. Smudge pots, can't seem to interact with them. Okay, cool. I am gonna go check out the outer gate area. The outer room to see if there's a valuable... I mean, I have the shovel, so if I get the root room, then maybe I check that out. Trading post. I haven't been there. I do kind of want to connect the shelter to the network now that I have the password. But again, I think I just want to check this out and see what it's like. Because again, it looks like there's a plentitude of dig spots. But since I have the shovel... Day 5 still, yeah. Had a pretty bad draft today. Did not get to do much, but I found the key to the secret garden. And so I was probably going to check that in the check room today and see if I can find the secret garden later. Search continues. Author and illustrator whose fanciful story is named Marigold was last seen by... Yeah, so it's a clipping of a thing from the archives. And sign underlined in blue is interesting. Lots of potatoes in here, lots of spices. A family tree? Okay. So they do... It is 2 different people. Okay, so Baroness, I don't know how you say that, Oravel? She's the one with the moon necklace that has in the guest room. Okay, I'm going to take a snip of this. This is probably going to be relevant. Yep. So, the Epsons are where the swans come from, it seems. And the Ace of Spades in the foyer might be relevant to them. Simon Sinclair seems to be Herbert's brother, because I believe Mary Epson is his niece. And so that begs the question. They talk of the lady of the house who passed away. Is that the Baroness up here? Is that Clara Epson? We don't have the date per se on his death. Maybe we do. Maybe it is the November 4th, 1990, whatever. And it's possible that this is not... because I mean Epson, right? The player character's last name I think is Jones, Simon something Jones. Go back to the top of my notes, Simon P. Jones. So this could be It could be completely different, but I think that's the player character's mom. I think. Anyway. And it would make sense to, give your father's name to a child. But yeah, let's go check the secret garden key. Well, we know how to get it, at the very least. We know that it's in lockboxes. So I think maybe I will keep the lockpicks, honestly, because lockpicks are very helpful overall. Yeah, that is the Baroness. Here's the watering can, dummy. Yeah, that would have been great. Okay. Metal detector's not really that helpful. Like, it's good to have, but it doesn't really progress anything. Secret garden key. It all depends on whether I find the secret garden. Knowing that I only get the secret garden on the edges of the house is good. Watering can, again, also could be good for getting gems and getting to the rest of the house. But the shovel is also a good thing to check. It's good to have a shovel available. The rabbit's foot gives a better chance to find items. That's also pretty good. Like, maybe I'll just check the rabbit's foot and then have a good run next time when I find it. No. I think it boils down to the secret garden key of the shovel. Yeah, let's go for the shovel. Because the shovel has a lot of uses overall. I think we're just gonna call it a day. I do like the way that it gives a label to the kind of house you drafted based on the kinds of rooms that you found. So it's probably the veranda and the terrace that were new. Maybe I hadn't gone to the terrace before. No, the root cellar. Veranda and root cellar. Yeah. go left first? Dark room already, huh? It's actually a little tempting. Because if that can get me just over to the corner, it doesn't really matter what I draft here. Ha ha ha! Convenient. We'll take the shovel. So we'll just do this. Okay. Not awful to have here. Chapel's okay to have. I could also just go Nook and have it be a little safer. I think let's check out the chapel. So number one is Rinna, the one that the gardener was raving about. Guess I'll put that in my notes. Because I'm not going to be surprised at all if the game expects me to eventually know the names of all the angels and use that to solve the puzzle. I invite that kind of challenge. Den, pretty good. Functionally the same as the West Wing Hall, but I think let's get the gem. Let's see what we can do over here. Neither are great. I don't want the pantry, because I'm gonna have to go back to the chapel eventually, likely. I could just take the closet, try to loop back as I go up. I think we're gonna go for the closet. Yeah, I mean, we'll take stuff. Take stuff. Ooh. Ooh. Having the garage and the dark room. Because there's, if I can find the magnifying glass, there was a, because there's also car keys that I need to get at some point. It's tempting. It's really tempting, but I think I might just want the spare green room, because again, I'd like to be able to loop this back over to the main thing so I can come back up to here without needing to go through the chapel. So I think I'm gonna go parlor. Oh, I think it was spare green room even. Kind of pushing my luck, but yeah, because I was hoping I could get something like the West Wing Hall up here. So that can let me keep pushing farther forward. In addition to letting me go back. I don't think I need to unlock that yet. Laboratory. I haven't been to the laboratory, but it curves the wrong way. Hallway is kind of what I want. I guess I'm gonna go to the laboratory because I want to. There's a computer terminal in here, and look at all the stuff on the walls. Heating and cooling curves, H2O melting point, room temperature, complete thaw. Atmospheric pressure is 93. I don't know what KPA is. Randolph M is the technician. I'll probably just take a picture of this in case I actually need to know and understand this graph. That's the biggest benefit to having digital notes, is I can just take a picture of things. I don't know the periodic table of elements very well. I mean, is it cheating to just look up a periodic table to confirm what the missing elements are? LAAC? Lanthanum actinium? Lanthanum? Yeah. I typically work over at Cinca Labs, but got sent over here for a month to assist more with the new turbine tests. I think I need some help. The past 3 days I've been able to find the laboratory on the estate. Today was the first success on that front. Can anyone tell me if this is typical, and if so, how do you get any work done? Before I arrived, I was briefed on the way the doors work. I must admit, I did not expect to be excluded from my new workstation for the first week. Any tips from my fellow technicians would be appreciated. Kimberly Thompson. That's the pilot plot. There's part of me that's very tempted just to completely ignore all of these things on the wall that look like they're supposed to be sciencey and mathy. Oh, there's a breaker box in here too. This machine requires additional power piped in from the boiler room. It's a blue note, so it's true. There's a second periodic table. Again, just going to take a picture of this to then hopefully compare against the missing periodic, or the other periodic table. Two, three, four, five, six. 4, 5, 6. PU. 4 over and down. S. H. Push. 4. TH. 5. 5 from the left and up. 3. 6. U. 7. E. A. 8. F. 9. E. 10. RN. 11. So push 3 up after 9. That's probably one step in the S that is this. Puzzle. Anyway. Oh, a red memo. Experiment set up. In the laboratory, you are free to experiment by testing and combining different mechanics to create an original and unique house feature that will last until the end of the day. Oh, that's really cool. I have 3 hallways already. I haven't drafted a shop room. Okay. Log into network. Again, I'm assuming something will happen if I connect all 4 computers to the network in one day. Let's order a magnifying glass. Effective immediately, electronic mail can only be accessed via the security terminal. Okay. That's not true. It's the office, I think, that... That's not correct. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Okay. No, I only have one hallway so far. Oof. Potentially a big oof. Both of those are locked, huh? Okay. Let's go up here. Oh, that's pretty bad. Okay, I'm just gonna hope that the other avenues are productive. And we got the car keys too. Big oof. Okay, so maybe I should go to the garage, but obviously couldn't have gotten here if I did. Anyway, let's see if we can find more keys. The pool? I've never been to the pool. But I also don't want to necessarily throw away my last gem. Day 6 is not great. I got the laboratory, which is cool and new. And I need more hallways, is the short answer. I need a key, though, so I could just get the Nook here and get the key and try to... Because I have the car keys, so I could try to go get the garage again. Yeah, I don't know. It's a lockbox. Oh boy. Hallway, probably pretty good. Let's go parlor. Statement on the white box is true. There is a second wind-up key in this room. This box and the white box are both empty. I mean, that would be crazy if there was a second wind-up key in this room. But I think... yeah. I'm gonna go storeroom here. Stockpile a couple of more drafting resources. And then again, not need to come back here for pretty much any reason. And we just hope that this is a good draft. Yeah, drawing room's fine. Creep picture still hasn't changed. Reap the fruits of my uncanny luck. I keep expecting the password to change every time, but, you know. Gymnasium's pretty bad, but it doesn't have to be. But I kind of just don't, because the gymnasium opens the right side too, which is pretty good. The billiard room. Take my spare change. Four, 10, 2. 4, 6, 2. I've run out of steps more often than I like, and so I hear you. Red means multiply, so that would just be 14 again. 12 minus 8, 4. And I'm glad that it is consistently a key card. Commissary. None of these are good. None of these are good at all. Yeah, none of these are good. I've never been to the library. It's kind of a waste to not be able to draft from it, but it's also, you know, a place I haven't been. So I guess the library. We go up this staircase. Aw, yeah. 10 out of 10. Mount Holly scrapbook. My first claim ticket. Oh, okay, that's so it's just actual stats. That's kind of fun. Yeah, true. True. That's convenient. No idea what these are. There are 8 of them, and the number 8 shows up a fair amount, so I'm guessing this is going to be relevant. Yeah. That's cute, though. 10 out of 10. Holy records. Total time. Okay, so it's just actual game time. Nice. So what is this? Mount Holly Library book request form in library use only. Books and periodicals requested with this form will be pulled and available the next time you drop the library. Okay. Ooh. Drafting strategy architectural digest is pretty tempting. But I'm most curious about Reddington, I think. So I think I'm gonna do. I'm also curious about the history of Orindia. Betting that pump system user manual is going to be useful at some point. Okay. Additional reading. The house directory is a great resource for information. If you wish to read more about a specific room in your house, press R to pull up the directory. That's very convenient. Just being able to see which rooms are standard or not. It's a lot of possible outer rooms. There's got to be some book in here that you can pull to open some secret here. There has to be. I'm not going to sit here and find it out, but I desperately want there to be. Maybe you need to have a specific book pulled from the library that you then use to unlock the door. I'm gonna go out to the side place before going up. Which I think from now on I'm gonna go to the outer room first in the day and just eat the used steps for it. That's pretty tempting. don't know if I have something I want to offer. Because I like having the shovel, and I'll just check it again if it, yeah. It's probably worth knowing about, though. And I don't think I have more than enough gems that I don't think I want the Hubble this time, so I think we'll investigate the shrine. I mean, if I have to go through the chapel, I am just gonna offer that. Okay. Oh, to spin floor plans. That's pretty good. They're all functionally pretty similar. I have the... This is a rank 6 room. I'm curious if having good soil makes a difference, but I think I'm just gonna, well... Okay. There aren't many other... There's nothing that would need me to go back except the dark room. And that's once that I would go back, dark room and coat check at the end of the day. So I think I might actually draft the gymnasium here. Just because it's a one-time pass-through that's probably not going to hurt me much. Okay, and then 6. What do we got? Grain and rain, so G. Oh, guest bedroom, I actually need the pictures in there still. Oops. But it's probably an A, so I just put an A question mark and feel better about myself. Yeah, whatever. Quarter is always left unlocked. That's pretty okay. Or I just go for the garage because I have the car keys. The breaker box doesn't help me without the magnifying glass for the dark room. Quarter might let me continue the day, and so that could be a benefit, or I just call it and have a better day tomorrow. And I don't know if having the car keys matters without having power to open the garage door. Spine and pine. I mean, that's tempting. Check it out. But I mean, security lets me continue exploring, so I think I'm gonna go for that. Safe deposit box key. Interesting. Okay, I'm glad I haven't missed anything at least. I have the key card. So we're gonna put security level to high. And then offline mode always to unlocked. Turn the menu. Log in. That good old dial-up noise. So don't think I've been to this top room. Oh, bugger. Okay, well, let's hope we get a key. Crate and chart. Chart. Graph. Actually, I'm not sure what this one is. What the two word pair here is. Write that down at least. I hate the archive's punishment. But yeah, that makes me feel at least a little bit better. I kind of want to go for the pantry just so I can still keep seeing what I'm drafting, but it's probably going to bring me to a dead end. Fine. Everything on this run so far has just been gravy anyway, so even if I miss out on a couple of things, it'll probably be okay. So we've got boat, or row, or boat and bat. So that's an L. I already have that, cool. Boiler room. I've reached rank 8. So that could be, but I think we just want the power source, because then we can use the laboratory. And I bet we'll get dining room somewhere else. And I have the shovel, so that's good. Of course. Love that so much. Key. Okay, that's fine. So I'm guessing this needs to get to the... Oh. Maybe it's already at the green. So we need to turn this so that it gets to where it needs to be. Which I'm guessing is going to include that. So I was gonna spin it like that. But it looks like there are a lot of options for powering this place. Okay, so I need both this and the gate to come down to get over there. And there's an elevator. This is a good puzzle. Because I'm pretty sure I just need to... No, that's not. Okay. So this gets the elevator down. Now lets me turn this on. Now lets me pull that down. And I'm guessing that means this... will power the lab. So you pipe up to there. You just pipe up to there, it seems. No, it just opens that door. I'm fairly confident I'm not going to need... Well, okay, maybe I will need to power the elevator again, but... See what this does. Oh. Okay, okay. In an alignment that will... Okay, that's... So I needed to go to the right. And that will send power to the laboratory. I have not been to the laundry room, so I am going to draft that because it gives me keys, or at least one key, so I can continue exploring. And it gives me lamp, plain. Okay, that's kind of cool. There's no way that that's just a special washing machine. There's gotta be something you can do that makes it so you get another door there. It is too conspicuous. It might be really stupid, but I kind of want to get that top left corner. And then just go back and check out the laboratory and check stuff. Don't have enough coins for a key, I don't think, but it would give me another key just for drafting. Or I could take a gamble on this being the garage. Okay. Chef in Chief, probably. Down the boiler room, or just unlock this one. Boiler room technically gives me more freedom. So I think I'm gonna go to the boiler room door. Weight room would really hurt. I wouldn't be able to go back and check anything if I took that. I could go buy another key with the money from the pantry. I'm gonna do that. Where we go? Are there pictures in here? I didn't see any. There's also an apple in here. Paint and pint. I don't have anything that triggers off of bedrooms. And so that is basically the end of the run. Two bananas. Wow. Okay. So let's go back to the lab. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Have you considered, Hegelian shitting, that I'm just luckier than you, by the way? So does the boiler room need to be right next to activate it? That's my current guess, based on nothing having changed in here and not having the glowing lights. Does this mean that I need to have the laboratory be this direction from the boiler? It probably does. I'm realizing now that I could have opened the vault key. I have the vault key and could have opened the vault. Yeah, so it looks like it needs to be to the right. Crazy, man. But okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 19, 20. So I could technically go up and launder my money just to see if that does anything specific. I might as well. We go up, 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 right, up. Okay. I kind of want to check the vault key. I kind of want to check the car keys. Or I could always just check the shovel. I'm gonna check the car keys. Call it a day. We'll see how I'm feeling. I kind of want to go to bed early tonight, so I will play at least one more day, depending on how long it goes. Might do another. Yeah, no joke. Okay. Again, we're gonna head out first this time. It's a lot of steps to get out here. Schoolhouse, 8 classrooms. What the heck? Let's try that. Closing address. For the last 38 years, it has been my pleasure of serving as your schoolmaster in this humble little facility, and meager as it may look by modern standards, I think most of us who spent our afternoons here will readily admit that we are reluctant to see this small piece of Reddington history go. I first wish to thank Lady Epson, our most gracious host today, for not only paying attention in my classes those many years ago, but for all the fundraising she has done on behalf of our community and our children. Without her, Reddington Elementary would still be a distant and blurry vision, a vision that I dared not even dream. That dreamer is, of course, the incomparable Mrs. Peterson, our future principal and my reluctant successor, who, I might add, forced me to give this speech, so I think I'll end my praise of her there, though she deserves much more, I'll admit. The architect of our new school, the Baron Sinclair, thank you for following your father's footsteps in building Reddington yet another school, and for also allowing the use of your own private residence and floor plans to serve as our interim facility until the new campus is completed in March. A decision I'm certain he will immediately regret tomorrow when he hears children running through his halls. And lastly, I wish to thank all my students, many of you here today, whom I have not seen in years, whose faces I still remember as young and manners wild. Those here whose parents before them I have also taught, and whose children I may yet. Without you, I would have had a lifetime of quiet peace, and yet what is all the peace in the world if you have no one to bestow demerits upon? I thank you all sincerely. My time here has meant the world to me, and if I am still standing in 8 months, I will see you all at the slightly less melancholic ribbon-cutting ceremony next year. Remember to give Mrs. Peterson her gift. Better joke to end. So many drawers you can't open. Hey, we take those. Okay, I'm glad I don't have to find them all on the same day, because that would be crazy. Herbie, hey, that's my brother's name. In-game. Okay. Bedroom's a solid place to start. So Reddington is the city where the manor is built. Doesn't really tell me anything more about doesn't tell me anything more about why the postcard is in this room per se, except maybe that the Baroness loves the city. Security would be nice to have this early. Default to the pantry. A banana. Library, tempting, tempting. Yeah, I mean, I kind of want to just go to the library. I mean, you say DS1 vibes, but Dark Souls 3 is the one that has the 3 pillars you need to light in the same area. So I get the gathering the 4 Lord Souls, but I was thinking Dark Souls 3. It might be so the guests can send a postcard. We'll go for the library and see if we get something really cool on the edge. Sightseer's Guide to Reddington. Well, hey now. Okay, so that's another way to see what day you're on currently. Oh, okay, yeah, the camera shot. Sure, yeah. I can see that. The Sightseer's Guide to Reddington, a modest account of our town by Sir Andrew Darla. Introduction. The third largest city in Fen Aries, and site of its former capital, Reddington is synonymous with mountains, mystery, and magic. Most tourists head straight for the boardwalk and don't get much further than the botanical gardens. However, Reddington has much more to offer. Spectacular scenery, a historic castle, and a charming underground bazaar reward visitors who wish to explore further. Reddington is that type of unique, enchanting place that lingers in your mind and memories long after you leave her. The Botanical Gardens, Reddington's most popular attraction and a guaranteed crowd pleaser. The Botanical Gardens is loved, that's interesting, by both locals and visitors for its Ajaran canopy house and mausoleum, its petal-covered trails, and a mind-boggling variety of flowers. This is the reason springtime is Reddington's busy season. Situated just east of the town, the Botanical Gardens offer... Yeah, like... if it's the Botanical Gardens offer, then it should also be Botanical Gardens are loved, right? Yeah, I'm pretty... Anyway. Offer a scenic and captivating tableau of the natural countryside. A cobblestone trail meanders past over 1,000 species of tropical plants, each remarkable in its own right, yet even more stunning set against the spectacular backdrop of the Reddington Mountains. Allow yourself at least an hour to indulge in this picturesque walk, which concludes at Mainway Station. Ilex ex Messervii, a specimen of holly unique to Reddington's Mountains. So that was in the scrapbook too, so I'm assuming that is a relevant bit of lore, perhaps. Featherfall Keep you will find sitting at the base of Mount Permo, Reddington's second highest summit, a historic site described by scholars as significantly important to the realm's past. Featherfall Keep, the former home of Lord William Epson, has until recently always been a private residence, serving as the family home to the Epsons since before the Third Era. After the death of Lord Epson, his son Lionel Epson left the estate never to return. However, the daughter stayed, maintaining the residence and its staff until her marriage in 1951. At that point, Featherfall Keep ceased to be a family residence and began operating as a historic house museum and tourist attraction. And the estate was designated a national landmark in 1972. It is still believed by many that Featherfall was built by the first king of Orinda Aries when Reddington was still the capital. However, surfaced documents containing conflicting dates have recently cast some doubt on the long-standing myth. Trinsdale Lake. Close your eyes and imagine tranquil, serene stillness, rolling fogs, clear water, and gliding swans. In the midst of all that beauty sits Trinsdale Lake, one of Fen Aries' premier vacation destinations, exclusive for its more privileged citizens. The lakeside resort and cabins have been frequented by royalty and the realm's gentry for generations. However, on the southern shore of the lake, tourists are free to enjoy the views and rub elbows with the rich and famous in the 100 Bells Tea Room, which is open to the general public for lunch on Mondays and Fridays. The 100 Bells Tea Room is where Marion was kidnapped from on a Friday. Mount Holly, at an elevation of 11,200 feet, 11,220 feet, let's be very clear. Mount Holly is the tallest mountain in the Reddington Range and the highest peak in the entire realm. Beyond the physical challenge itself, climbing Mount Holly Trail is a beautiful experience and one that many hikers and explorers will want to do at least once. It is only a few hours from Reddington to get to the trailhead, and you won't need any local guides or special gear if you tackle the trail during the summer season. However, those willing to give this mountain a significant amount of planning and research will be greatly rewarded whether or not they reach the actual summit. On the opposite side of the peak, far from the trail, rests the estate of Mount Holly, nestled between the summit's northern slope and saddle. This 80-acre mountain residence is almost as old as Reddington itself. However, unlike Featherfall Keep, the property has been completely private since the closing of the Mount Holly Schoolhouse in '66. Still, hikers will be able to appreciate the house's unique architecture at a distance from one of the trail's many north-facing overlooks. Mainway Station Bazaar. For the sentimental tourists wishing to pick up a souvenir to remember their stay, one might try braving the Mainway Station Bazaar. But don't be too hasty. Without proper guidance, the Mainway Station can be a dangerous place. Located underground, this unique marketplace was once Reddington's central railway station, in a time when the realm's trains were still in service. Now the turnstiles, footbridge, and platform have been appropriated and turned into a cavern of tents and torches. Okay, so maybe the bazaar is what's underneath the manor, or at least an access to it, and that's the dark alleyway that spooks me out every time. Whether you are bargain hunting, looking for adventure, or finding a memento to commemorate your visit, the Mainway Station Bazaar will be a worthy conclusion to your sightseeing adventure in Reddington. And then a map. Okay, so we're way off, but the bazaar is close enough that I think it could be connected to the house. And Angel Tower. They didn't mention Angel Tower. But still, very cool. Do I need to wait and come back another day to then check out another book? Good. Okay. I don't want the freezer here. That's awful. I mean, I have no choice. Yeah, I mean, we can go try to push the entrance hall into the boiler room, but I doubt that's likely. Wow, if only I had picked that up first. Oh, dumb me. And this is just bad. Trash. Utter trash. I think I'm gonna save the die. Am I gonna save the die? Whatever. Every box is black, every box contains gems. The statement on one of the other two boxes would be true if you replaced the word every with the word this. So I'm guessing it's the white one. Rip. Guest bedroom could be okay. I think we just need storeroom though. Oh yeah, but I can't get gems, and I can't. So that was a big bad mistake. Oh boy. It's fine. Yeah. Not being able to pick up gems makes... Anyway, I'm not salty. You're salty. Get ourselves a key card. Oh, well, okay, good to know it's not permanently guaranteed to be key card. Anyway. Kind of really defeats the purpose if it takes a gem to... Whew. It's fine. It's fine. It would be a whole hour of waiting to get to that. So presumably not waiting. Not worth it, anyway. Nook could be good and gives me more keys. Which is okay. Whatever. Oh, look. Wow. Could be a record for the worst draft I've had. Okay, well. Yeah, okay. Yeah, because it looks kind of like it could lead to a train tunnel. We'll see if we ever get to move the boxes, but... Worst draft so far, correct. Yeah. It's fine. We just don't get to have the perfect luck. Quaint cottage, yeah. I think, honestly, I'm pretty tired, and I don't know that it would be productive to do another day, so I think I'm just gonna call it here. Not a very successful stream, but at least I got a couple of cool rooms and a couple of cool things. Yeah, I'm planning to stream again on Friday, hoping that I'll be able to spend some time making progress on another video for the month. I'm not terribly confident that I'll be able to get the video finished by the end of May, especially because Elden Ring Night Rain comes out on the 30th, which will definitely curb my enthusiasm for finishing it on the end of the month. So we'll see. I have finished Metaphor Refantatio, and so I have all the footage that I could possibly need, and that's the bulk of what was holding me back. I'm hoping to spend tomorrow writing the script fully as much as possible, and then recording if I can, and then just start lining up video from there. Because the video takes the longest, but I can do it in smaller chunks, and hopefully that'll be okay. I mean, don't tempt me with one more. But I don't know. I think I'm still gonna call it. So yeah, hopefully stream again Friday. Hopefully that'll be good. And still having fun. Still excited to learn more about this game. And that'll about do it. So see you later. Don't know how to end these, so bye.